Manata Sri Jagannatha, Madguru Sri Jagadguru, Mahatma Sarva Bhutatma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Radhiranadischa, Guru Paramadevata, Guru Parataram Nasti, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva.
Jaya
Satyarupam Shri Gurudev Shri Vishwananda Satgurudev Satyarupam Shri Gurudev Shri Vishwananda Satgurudev Shri Vishwananda Satgurudev Shri Vishwananda Satgurudev Sundararupam Mama Gurudev Sachidananda Jaya Gurudev Sundararupam Mama Gurudev Sachidananda Jaya 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 Gurudev Gurudev Om Avatara Shishaya Namaha Om Vishamaya Namaha Om Devakarya Samudyataya Namaha Om Sukshmatanave Namaha Om Chinmayaya Namaha Om Guru Murtaye Namaha Om Sundaraya Namaha Om Sulochanaya Namaha Om Sumukhay Namaha Om Charuhasaya Namaha Om Keshavaya Namaha Om Padmambujaya Namaha Om Anagamanaya Namaha Om Charuvaradharine Namaha Om Ramaya Namaha Om Mandirasthapakaya Namaha Om Shri Babacharkaya Namaha Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha Om Alpanasikarakaya Namaha Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha Om Namo Narayayeti Mantrapasakaya Namaha Om Swaramayaya Namaha Om Madhurakantaya Namaha Om Krishna Sankirtana Lulupaya Namaha Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha Om Itabhashine Namaha Om Vagmine Namaha Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha Om Vratadharaya Namaha Om Sadhave Namaha Om Jagatpantaya Namaha Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha Om Sudaya Namaha Om Anukulaya Namaha Om Neyaya Namaha Om Sudarshanaya Namaha Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha Om Premamurtaye Namaha Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha Om Swastitayakaya Namaha Om Tarakaya Namaha Om Anugrahaya Namaha Om Vardhanaya Namaha Om Architaya Namaha Om Arthaya Namaha Om Siddhipradaya Namaha Om Janardhanaya Namaha Om Manoharaya Namaha Om Mahakshaya Namaha Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha Om Atmalingaya Namaha Om Lingakshana Protsahakaya Namaha Om Siddhi Sadanaya Namaha Om Madhavaya Namaha Om Karupasakaya Namaha Om Sukshmaya Namaha Om Vishokaya Namaha Om Satvikaya Namaha Om Samadashine Namaha Om Dakshaya Namaha Om Achintyaya Namaha Om Nirankaraya Namaha Om Nirmohaya Namaha Om Avyagraya Namaha Om Jitakrodhaya Namaha Om Vinayashilaya Namaha Om Savashaya Namaha Om Kushalaya Namaha Om Kshamaya Namaha Om Satyadharmaya Namaha Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha Om Viraktaya Namaha Om Atindraya Namaha Om Satyasandaya Namaha Om Pavitraya Namaha Om Madhurasabhavaya Namaha Om Suranandaya Namaha Om Nandanaya Namaha Om Prasanatmane Namaha Om Bhaktanidhaye Namaha Om Sakshaye Namaha Om Samatmaye Namaha Om Sadayogine Namaha Om Haraye Namaha Om Sutapaya Namaha Om Samyaya Namaha Om Guyaya Namaha Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha Om Gabhiraya Namaha Om Guptaya Namaha Om Atmaramaya Namaha Om Srinivasaya Namaha Om Devaya Namaha, Om Jyotidharaya Namaha, Om Dhanyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Guratikramaaya Namaha, Om Gahanaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harisharana Margadashakaya Namaha, Om Kutasthatagratakaya Namaha, Om Aviprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Shamakata Bhavaparakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Prithivya Sapta Dhamamihi Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Tredani Rade Padam Samudhamasya Pagumsule Trini Pada Vichakrame Vishnur Gopa Adabhyaha Ato Dharmani Dharyana Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Vratani Paspashe Indrasya Yuja Sakha Tad Vishnu O Paramam Paragum Sada Pashanti Suryaha Devi Vachakshura Tatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagravagum Sasamindhate Vishnu Yat Paramam Param. Premavataraaya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavataraaya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavataraaya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayate. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvikram Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Kaita Bhare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Daityadi Sarjadhara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukminisha Vahanasha Hare Murare Radhesha Gopisha Swarupa Brahmadi Vandya Shri Radhakashraya Vaikunta Pate Bhuvanaika Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Minakrite Kamatarupa Varaha Murte Tre Vikramaya Guhane Dhara Rama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalkirupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paratparesha Damodara Jadharananda Kathari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Samvrita Dina Bandho Gopi Jana Priyaye Tava Suprabhatam Kshiratishaya Mujagadi Patapashaya Sadbhakta Hitsadhanashaya Ramangashaya Shri Gopa Vama Mridapa Sukhadishaya Gopa Vallabharaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapati Suganarada Gautamadi Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangama Bharatesho Tishtanti Devata Vadarshana Bhagya Heto Gopala Sekaraye Tava Suprabhatam Mandala Jadi Tulasidara Malikadyaye Mayani Anjali Pute Samudhaharanti Tishtanti Tatpavatatara Tale Muringa Radha Manohararaye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gautamakana Guya Gayanti Satguna Gano Varada Savarga Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Katha Vishesha Shri Naradari Rashaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhanodana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhavati Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminesha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vasachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhakta Tribhanjana Kripakriyathina Bhando Dityantakayati Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padmamukha Padmadhara Prameya Padmalaya Sharita Padmanivasa Shore Padmodbhavati Sudaseta Pada Padma Padmadhinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindatale Viharanaya Mahendra Vandya Kandar Padalpa Haratinya Sudhesha Rupa Chandrananaya Sira Chandana Nipnadeha Govinda Yadavaraye Tava Suprabhatam Sri Nandanandana Yashora Kumara Thira Mayangadhina Davichora Supushpahara Nilambuddha Susharira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Bhakti Jambhavati Satya Suganti Bhadra Shri Mitravinda Divasa Prabhu Putra Kajahe Tishtanti Divya Bhavane Tava Sevarada Gopi Mana Priyaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shauri Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Deya Munayurna Disham Vadanti Brahmi Murta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patanti Aharnisham Bhuri Kritam Mahapapam Shri Krishna Grahe Tukam Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadhiradir Govindan Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Satma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vrteshu Surabira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrahma Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venuknavantam Aravinda Layaya Darshan Dhanavasantam Asatam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakotika Maniya Vishesha Shova Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Alola Chandrakala Sattvanamalya Vamshi Ratnangadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Angani Yasya Sakalindriya Vitrimantri Pasyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Shinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Advaitamachutamanadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabhamadurlabhamatma Bhakta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Pantantu Koti Satavasara Sampragamyo Ayoratapi Manaso Muni Pungavana Sopyasti Atra Parasinna Chitya Tatve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Ekopya Sora Chaitum Jagadanda Kotim Yaschaktirasti Jagadanda Chayaya Dantaha Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yadbhava Bhavitariyo Manujastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Samayana Bhushaha Shukteryameva Nigama Pratite Suvanti. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Ananda Chinmaya Rasam Pratibhavitabhis Tabhirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalabhihi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Premandana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundarama Chintya Gunaswarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Ramadi Murti Shukalani Yamena Tishta Nanavatarama Karod Bhuvaneshu Kindu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagatanda Koti Koti Svashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vina Tad Brahmaneshana Mananta Manesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Maya hi asya jagadanda shatani sute Tregunyatad vishaya veda vidayamana Sattva valambi para sattva vishura sattvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ananda Chinmaya Rasatmataya Manashu Yatra Ninam Pratipalam Smaratam Tupetya Niyayitena Bhuvanani Jayatyayashram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Golokanamni nijadhamni tale chatasyat Devi Mahesha Haridhama Suteshu Teshu Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitas Chayena Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Shrishti Shrishti Paraya Sadhana Shakti Reka Chaye Vayasya Bhuvanani Vibhakti Durga Ujjanurupamapayasya Tatestatesa Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Kshiram yatadadi vikara vishesha yogat Sanjayate nahitata prathakasti hetoho Yasham bhutam apitatha samupaiti karyat Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Dipachire vanidadhataramaku predya Dipayate vinitahetu samanatarma Yastagraheva nira Vishnu daya vibhati Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Yakaranavala jale bhajati smayoga Nidramananta jagadanda saroma kupaha Adhara shakti mavalamya param svamurtim Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Srikanisvasitakaramatavalamvya Jivanti loma vilaja jaganatanataha Vishnur mahansayayasya garva vishesho Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Bhasvanya jasma sakaleshu nijeshu tejaha Sriyam kiyat prakatayapyapitat vadatra Brahmaya esha jagadanda vidhana karta Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Yatpada palavayugam vinadaya kumbha Sandve pramana samaye saganadi raja Vignam vihantum alamasya jagattayasya Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Agnir mahi ganganam ambutmaruptisyascha Kalastatatma manasiti jagatrayani Yasmad bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti yamcha Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Yakshakshuresa savita sakala gahanam Raja samasta suramurti rashesha teja Darsha janatravadisam vasakala chakro Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Dharmotha papa nichayan shrutayastapamsi Brahmadikita pataghadavayascha jivaha Yaddattamatra vibhava prakata prabhava Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Yasvindra lopamatahendra mahosvakarma Bandhana rupa palabhaja manatanoti Karmani nidaita kintu bhakti bhajam Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadiviti Vatsalya moha guru gaurava seya bhavahe Sanchitya tasya sadrishinthanura purete Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Shakshurun Militam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Gurudev and good morning. Today's satsang is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, and the verse is from the Canto 6, chapter 16, and verse is number 63. Etavan eva manucher gane punya buddhibi svarta sarvatmanagneyo yat paratmeka darshanam. The translation is, the persons who try to reach the ultimate goal of life must expertly observe the Supreme Absolute Person and the living entity, who are one in quality in their relationship as part and whole. This is the ultimate understanding of life. There is no better truth than this. So the verse talks about the most important thing in the life of a devotee, which is to reach the ultimate goal of life. And it says to reach that goal, one must observe the Supreme Lord and the embodied soul in their relationship. And in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, verse 7, Lord Krishna says that an eternal fragment of himself becomes embodied as the living being, the jivas within this mortal world. So we, the jivas, we are part and God is the whole. And I want to talk specifically about the relationship between them. So how can the jivas, the embodied souls, who have forgotten their true identity, reconnect with God? So they must have a relationship, and that's what Guruji talks about frequently. We must have a relationship with God. But what kind of relationship can we have? And what exactly is a relationship? So one of the definitions is, a relationship is the way in which two or more people are connected, or the state of being connected. So to have a relationship means to be connected. And how can we connect and develop a relationship with God specifically? Well, there are several ways, and in the Haribhakta Sampradaya Siddhanta, it's described 6 ways that we can connect and know God. One is Lord Narayana that resides in Vaikuntha. Then we have the Lord's incarnations. We have the Lord inside our heart. We have the deities. We have the scriptures and the words of our Guru. And we have the name of God. So if we truly want to connect, we have many ways how to do it. He shows us that. And I want to tell you why this knowledge is important and why we should focus and meditate on it. Because even though it looks obvious and relationships are something that everyone has and develops intuitively, sometimes our expectations are unrealistic. And the Guru is the one who frequently suffers with our unrealistic ideas. So as per tradition of the SPN satsangs, I will tell you my personal experience. And so last year in November, as you know, most residents went to India with Guruji on a pilgrimage. And I was calm about the whole thing, and I didn't have expectations or plans. I just wanted one thing, actually, that I wanted the opportunity to spend more time with him, of course, and to observe him, to see how he acts with and interacts with the people around him, how what he does when he sees the deities, when he has Darshan. So I also wanted to try to be as natural and spontaneous as possible, because sometimes here in the ashram, we are busy with seva, or we are shy, or so much people, we stay more in the back. So I really wanted to take this opportunity to spend more time with him. Because being with Guruji on a pilgrimage is extremely rare. It's really not that easy. So I just wanted really to spend time with him as much as possible. But you know how Guruji is. It destroys all our plans. and he likes to test us. And so he takes the pilgrimages as an opportunity to do exactly that. So immediately in the beginning, it was the first or second day of the pilgrimage, we were in a temple, and somehow Guruji was just sitting, and like coincidentally, I just happened to be standing in front of him for a couple of seconds. And immediately, what does he do? He sends me away. He sends me away. And, you know, this kind of hurt me a lot because, as I said, I had this expectation to be a little bit more in his presence. And he immediately sends me away. And you know how he can be extremely strong and intense when he wants to trigger our emotions and our ego. So I felt extremely emotional and hurt. So, of course, I had something to learn from all this, and I did, I hope. So many of the questions that came into my mind was that, okay, Guruji, how can I develop a relationship with you? How can I connect with you if I cannot speak with you, if I cannot spend time with you? It's really difficult. So how can I develop a relationship with you? That's one of the things that was in my mind. And actually, I was being quite immature and ignorant, because if we think about it, he gives us so many possibilities to connect with him. So many. But my emotions and my uncontrolled mind was just getting on the way. And I couldn't actually ask him these questions personally, but throughout the entire pilgrimage and the weeks after that, he was actually answering all my questions through his tweets. It was amazing because he was writing so much, and everything that I was going through, he was kind of directing me, giving me instructions and support through his tweets. It was really amazing. And I found it funny that right in the beginning, on the 22nd of November, he wrote, "The Sadguru is always ready to take you on this faraway journey if you are courageous. Only courageous people can be attracted by the Sadguru. Relationship with him is not for cowards." So he was saying, stay strong, don't give up now. Yeah, this is part of the game. Just keep on going. And another thing that he wrote later on, he said, "Sadguru are always so kind, and they, with a lot of patience, endure our mental, emotional, and spiritual immaturity." And I felt like, yeah, this is me, completely immature. I mean, I'm with Guruji for so long, and I still have doubts that he loves me, and I still feel rejected, and I still feel that I don't have a relationship with him. Like, this is ignorance, and this is immaturity. And this is what he has to put up with us, really. I also found funny another tweet that he wrote some time ago. I'm sure you remember. He wrote that we torture the Guru. Remember this tweet? And this is so true. We torture him with all these doubts and questions and all these insecurities. Instead of focusing on serving him, we torture him with these doubts. After all, he's doing for us all the time. Okay. About the relationships, I was thinking, okay, so how can I connect with him? If I cannot connect with him physically, how can I connect with him? So the first that I mentioned earlier is Lord in Vaikuntha. But this is the goal of our lives. But this is not only up to us. This depends on him to give him. He has to give us the grace to allow us to go to Vaikuntha. So I'm not going to speak about this one. But then we have the second point, which is the Lord's incarnations. And Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 8, he says, For the protection of the good and for the destruction of the wicked and to establish dharma, I incarnate myself from age to age. So we know this. And in this moment in time, we have the chance to be here while he is incarnated in the form of our Sadguru. So every time he incarnates, he removes our negativity and he elevates his devotees. And he shows us how to have a relationship with him, and what we need to do to attain him. And it's really amazing that among 8 billion people, we are, let's say, chosen to be here. And this alone should be enough to remove all our doubts that we are loved. Yeah, amongst 8 billion people, we are the lucky ones. We are not that many, actually. And Guruji wrote in the tweet in 21st of December, he wrote, he, Sadguru, gave you initiation, he gave you Guru Mantra, he gave you spiritual name, and he accepted one as his own. So how can we say we are not loved? How can we still have doubts? How can we complain that he doesn't look at us or speak with us or whatever it may be? So he's giving us so many proofs. And the third point, how we can connect with him, is the Lord inside our heart. And Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 61, the Lord abides in the heart of every being, Arjuna. So he's always with us and observes and witnesses everything. And he also feels everything we feel. So I want to tell you that when the pilgrimage finished, we left Vrindavan, and it was very early in the morning, around 6 o'clock, I think. And Guruji had been given Darshan the previous day. And it finished late in the evening. But in the morning, he was up and saying goodbye to us. So when I saw him, I was shocked because I never thought that he would be there. I mean, he was so tired, I think. But he was there, saying goodbye to us. But what happened was that when I saw him, I looked at him, he looked at me, and he made this face, like, he turned his face around, he turned his eyes, and he looked around and said, like, oh, this Mataji again, like he turned around, turned his face around, he didn't look at me. And so I felt, again, rejected, like I felt rejected the entire pilgrimage. And then again, in that moment, when he was saying goodbye to him, when we could say goodbye to him, he kind of looked away and he ignored me. And so I just bowed down, and then I went away. So he was already surrounded by Prabhus, and I didn't want to get in his way. So I just walked away. But then I felt so sad, because I wanted to say goodbye to him, right? But I felt that I couldn't. There was this wall. So I felt so sad. But at the same time, I felt my heart being flooded with so much love that he was giving me in that moment. Because he wanted me to realize something. He wanted me to learn something throughout the entire pilgrimage, is that I cannot be attached to his physical form, right? I have to connect with him in all the other ways that he gives me. And it was funny that he wrote on the 28th of November, he wrote a tweet, very beautiful, I'm sure you know it also. He says, even the pain isn't ours. He wrote, the Guru hides his majesty so well that we are often trapped in feelings of separation, when in reality there can never be distance from him. He is the eternal companion, here, there, and in every reality. Even the pain we feel of separation isn't our pain, it is his. The pain of losing the beloved when we walk away, the pain of being forgotten by the beloved to the depths of time, the pain of not seeing the love and joy on the beloved's face on meeting. Even the pain isn't ours. So really, He is the Lord inside our hearts, and He knows everything that we are going through. But still, in this body as the Guru, He needs to teach us, and He needs to play His role. And it's our job to accept it and understand it and grow up and become more mature. Then the other way that the Lord has to connect with us is through the deities. You know, He makes Himself available to us by taking the form of a murti. And every time we serve Him, we can spend time with Him, and this helps us to focus our mind on Him and so on. And I feel that many times we, and me especially, we neglect the relationship we have with our personal murtis. Because personally, I don't have any stories of miracles with the murtis, but throughout all of this process, that actually lasted until almost Christmas, I could feel so much love and attention from my deity, from my Krishna. It's like His presence was so strong, and He was showing me that He is there. Even if the form of my Guru cannot be with me, He is with me in all these other different ways. But we need to have the eyes to see it, and that's what I was missing. I was not validating all this experience that Guruji is giving me. I was attached only, and I wanted experience only from His physical form. But actually, He's giving us all these experiences in all these other ways. We just need to recognize and validate them. Because one is not more important than the other. And they are all valid and important. And they are all there for a reason. So actually this showed me not to complain, and really to be more open to the signs and to the small miracles that God puts in front of our lives every day. He spoke about this already, the small miracles, right? And still, we know it with the mind, but we don't really pay attention to it. At least I don't. I don't validate them as much as I should. And so the other way that God has to connect with us is through the scriptures. And in our case, the words of our Guru. So the scriptures are seen as a form of Narayana Himself. So they carry His instructions. Actually, Guruji also said in the tweet on the 14th of December, he said, reading scriptures is connected with learning, but how many can see it is also a relationship? And this is something that we miss many times. We just read the scriptures because we want to learn, because we have to learn, but this is actually a form of relationship. We are connecting with Him. So in the scriptures, the Lord teaches, shows us His qualities, reveals His personality, His names, His friends, His pastimes. So not many people in the world actually know the scriptures. So we are actually only a few. So, and these are kind of like personal information that one only reveals to his friends. So actually God is saying, you are my friends. Those of you who read the scriptures, you are my friends because I am revealing my secrets to you. Not everybody knows this. So even reading the scriptures is a form of relationship. And again, we need to have the eyes to see it. And then the last way we can connect with God is through the name. Yeah, through the name of the God, because the God is with us. God is with us in the form of vibration. So they are the names are not just mere mantras; they are the Lord in the form of vibration, and we can keep Him in our hearts with us every day, in everything we do, everywhere we are. And this is the most important spiritual practice that we have in Bhakti Marga, actually. And from Guruji himself, we received the mantra, Shri Vitala Giridhari Parabrahmane Namaha. And again, we have this tool available to us, but do we take it seriously? Not enough, I think. Sometimes we think, oh, it's just another duty that I have to do. But actually, no. It's Him. It's Him with us all day long. I mean, what more can we want? Again, how can I complain that He is not with me? Foolishness, yeah? So, just to conclude this satsang, the lesson I learned, I have to be more mature, and I have to understand the role of the Guru. So God makes Himself available to us in all these different ways, and I think the form of the Guru is the most challenging, because He is in a human form, and we can interact with Him, and He can challenge our ego all the time in a very efficient way. And another reason why it is so challenging is that we become attached to His form. We tend to forget that He's not limited to this form. So He can try, He does connect with us in many different ways, and we need to remember this. We cannot limit Him to His form. So if He prefers to connect with us through the deities or through the scriptures, instead of His physical form of the Guru, we need to accept that, because we cannot dictate to Him how He should connect with us. No, He decides how He wants to connect with us. So in my case, I have to be mature and accept that if He doesn't want to interact with me in the form of the Guru, I have to open my eyes and accept and connect with Him in all the different ways that He's allowing me to. But I need to see it. And this is sometimes what we are missing, I think. So instead of feeling rejection like many of us do, I think we need to just think that He's not rejecting, He's just opened a world of possibilities, actually. He's giving Himself to us in so many different ways. He's not rejecting at all. He's embracing us in a million different ways, in a million different forms. And we need to see it. So I think that was the message and the lesson I wanted to leave you for today. Thank you for listening. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladaladaine.
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 Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
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 Shilatankanakalaye.
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 Ito narasimha parato narasimho.
Ito narasimho parato narasimho.
Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimho
Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho
Narasimha Mahadim Sharanam Prapadye
Narasimha Mahadim Sharanam Prapadye
Narasimham Adim Sharanam Prapadye
Narasimha Mahadim Sharanam Prapadye
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakama Bhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Tavakara Kamalavane Nakama Bhuta Shringa Galita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Narasimhadev 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 Jaya Narasimhadev
Jaya Narasimhadev 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 Jaya Narasimhadev
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda 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 Gurudev
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangalame Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Praparti Dharmaikarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Prapati Dharmaikarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Saligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Saligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridandatarine Godagachaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridandatarine Godagachaya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Rangesa Kenkaryarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Rangesa Kenkaryarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Dharimedharaya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Dharimedharaya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon ke Sankata Dasa Janon ke Sankata Jana me dura kare Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Jo jave pala pave Dukha vina se manaka Swami dukha vina se manaka Sukha sampati garave Sukha sampati garave Kashta mite tanaka Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Mata pita tuma mere Sharanaga humen kisaki Swami Sharanaga humen kisaki Tuma bina ora na duja Tuma bina ora na duja Asakaru men kisaki Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Purana Paramatma Tumam Tarayami Swami Tumam Tarayami Para Brahma Parameshwara Para Brahma Parameshwara Tuma Sabake Swami Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma karuna ke sagar Tuma palana karata Swami tuma palana karata Mem sevaka tuma Swami Mem sevaka tuma Swami Kripa karo bharata Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma ho eka gochar Savake pranapati Swami savake pranapati Kisa vidhi milom dayamaya Kisa vidhi milom kripamaya Tumako me kumati Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dina bandhu dukha harta Tumara shaka mere Swami tumara shaka mere Karuna hata vadao Karuna Hata Badhao Sharana Pada Tere Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Vishaya Vikara Mitao Papa Haro Deva Swami Papa Haro Deva Shraddha Bhakti Badhao Shraddha Prema Badhao Santana Ki Seva Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tana Mana Dhana Sabahem Tera Swami Sabha Kuchahem Tera Swami Sabha Kuchahem Tera Tera Tujhko Arpan Tera Tujhko Arpan Jalage Mera Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon Ke Sangata Dasa Janon Ke Sangata Shana Me Dura Kare Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Mana Chakra Ragoji Girdhari Lala Chakra Ragoji Girdhari Lala Chakra Ragoji Girdhari Lala Chakra Ragoji Mana Chakra Ragoji Girdhari Lala Chakra Ragoji Girdhari Lala Chakra Ragoji Girdhari Lala Chakra Ragoji Chakra Go Chakra Go Chakra Goji Chakra Go Chakra Go Chakra Goji Mana Chakra Goji Girdhari Lala Chakra Goji Shama Mane Chakra Goji Girdhari Lala Chakra Goji Govinda Mane Chakra Goji Girdhari Lala Chakra Goji Girdhari Lala Chakra Goji Girdhari Lala Chakra Goji Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Govinda Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Prem se bolo Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavan ki Jai. Prem se bolo Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Bhagavan ki Jai. Prem se bolo Shri Radha Krishna Kanhaiya Lala ki Jai. Prem se bolo Mahavatara Kriya Baba ji ki Jai. Prem se bolo Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath ki Jai. Prem se bolo Sadguru Deva Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Jana Vallabhaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Parakarma Mantra Yantra Tantra Oshadhashta Shastrani Samraya Samraya Vijor Mochaya Mochaya Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudashanaya Niti Jvala Pritaya Sabanek Shubhana Humphat Parashmaye Paralamane Param Jyotishe Swaha Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham Venkatamana Govinda, Gopika Jivnasmanam Govinda, Bhaktavatsala Govinda, Pundali Kavade, Eknath Namdev, Banarinath Maharaj ki, Samasta Bhakta Mandali ki, Alvar and Purmana Nirvanikare Sharanam.